Hello guys and gals, and we're back with, well, another Pokemon coloring page, but this is the last page in the book, actually, and probably the last time we'll be using the colored pencils for a little while, because all I have left are coloring books, and colored pencils don't really work really well in coloring books. Crayons do, so kind of sad, because we probably won't be using our colored pencils for a long while after this, unless I find another book similar to this one. But anyways, let's have a look here. This one's gonna be challenging, of course. We have Slowpoke, Psyduck, Vulpix, Diglett, Meowth, Pikachu and Eevee. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Pokeballs. We have Snorlax, Growlithe, Jigglypuff, Bellsprout, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charmander. I don't even know how many Pokemon that is. I wasn't paying attention. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Pokemon, but they're small. So anyways, let's start off with Slowpoke. When we have Slowpoke reference picture right here. Okay. So I will find these colors. So, we have these colors here. I think that these are the only colors we'll need. I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to make sure the cardboard is as far as it will go. Also, these are tear out pages. So that's kind of neat. Okay, so basically we don't see the tip of the tail. The tip of the tail is the same color as the muzzle mouth thing. The claws here are white. We're not going to mess with those. And looks like we just use pink. We're just going to use this shade of pink for the tongue also, even though it probably uses a different shade, but that's okay. We're not going to do anything with the background here. This doesn't even look like pink. I swear this is pink. This is salmon, though. Okay, this is going to be a salmon-colored, it just doesn't look right. It's not the right shade of pink, but that's okay, I guess. We'll just roll with it. It just doesn't look like it's the right shade of pink. And it's kind of a salmon color, but I don't know. I've always felt that Slowpoke was kind of salmon-colored. I don't know. Then again, I don't know what color salmon is. I don't really eat fish, but okay. Anyways, I'm trying to, well, I don't know why I have this memory, but I do have a memory from a long time ago. And I do mean a long time ago. When you're 40 plus years old, you have a lot of memories. I'm not exactly sure when this took place, but I had family visiting and they had this RV. I think they arrived in an RV or something. I can't honestly remember. But anyways, the RV really didn't have anything to do with it, but we had a cat, and I think we let the cat out or something. I don't remember what cat it was, but this doesn't even make sense. So maybe because it's such an old memory, and maybe old memories aren't supposed to make sense, but so they were here, and the cat, or a cat, maybe there was a stray cat. We've always had stray cats around. For a while we had this orange cat, that was, we named it Cedric. It was one of those orange, orange cats. It was kind of, had like character, But I don't think if I owned it. I think it was just like a neighborhood cat. It was kind of, I don't think it was overly fluffy or anything like that. It was just a cat. I think it ultimately met its demise because it was really strange. Because it arrived once with terrible injuries. It had either been hit by a car or someone had really hurt it bad. And it was dead by morning from its injuries. There was no use to even take it to the vet. It was injured so badly. And we never really knew what happened to it. We've had strange things happen to neighborhood cats before. So, well, not so much these days, but our neighbors at the time, I don't know. After it happened, the neighbor kid, well, they lived in the church parsonage. It was weird because after that happened, the neighbor kid had some kind of ritual in their backyard or something. It was weird with a bonfire. So I don't know. It was just kind of really strange overall. This is looking more like a Galarian one. Anyways, so we don't know if the kid did something to the cat or not. But anyways, I don't, like I said, I don't know if that was the cat or not, but I'm completely off topic here. Anyway, this cat somehow found a fish head, and it was a really, really old fish head, and all I remember is that the fish head smelled terrible because it was like rotten, and this cat had like pulled it out from like under the RV or something, and it was just really strange. That's just it. The story was like 2 seconds long, and I extended it like 5 minutes. But anyways, that's Slowpoke. Psyduck. Let me find a reference picture of Psyduck. Psyduck. Okay. I just need to find those colors. I think I have the yellow already. We'll use the yellow that we already have out. I think that looks like a Psyduck color. Psyduck has a lighter color bill though, so I'm going to need probably use the sand color, even though it doesn't show up very well. So I need black and a sand color. Okay, black sand. I can do that. So we have these two colors here. It is recording good. Okay, do that. I think that's all we need of that color, so we'll put it up there for now. We might need it later. Okay, so the bill. Okay, all we see is the bill, actually. That's the only thing that's going to be the sand color. For a while, I couldn't find the sand color, so I almost used peach. Peach probably would have worked too, but we're going to use sand for the bill. Make it a sand bill, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, maybe I'm thinking of a shoe bill. Of course, I don't know why they call it a shoe bill. Its bill doesn't exactly look like a shoe. And it makes sounds like machine guns going off. So being around that bird, yeah, count me out. That would be kind of scary to be around a bird that made those kind of noises. Literally sounds like an AK-47 going off, a shoe bill. It's very disconcerting. Anyways, also cassowaries or cassowaries or whatever they're called, those look kind of freaky too. They kind of give the vibe of like a rhea or an emu, but they're kind of like they got these huge feet. I don't know. They need to make a Pokemon based off that. Okay, the tail is the same color, so we're gonna just do this. But yeah. There we go. Okay, Vulpix. We need V. I see T. V. Okay, VE. VI. VO. Oh, I went too far. We're all the way to Wailmer and Wailord. Here's Vulpix. Okay, so it's kind of like a red fox. We kind of need a reddish orange. Okay, all we see is the head. The eyes aren't exactly black. I'll probably make them black. But the eyes, at least in this reference picture, are kind of, I guess they're black. I'm looking at it from an angle, so the page is kind of angled up. So what I see is the eyes, they kind of are weird. The nose is black. Okay. So we're going to get the black. We're going to need the black. The colors we have are not going to work. I'm going to need to find some Vulpix colors. I always have trouble finding colors for Vulpix because it's kind of got these weird colors. So, for this, we need... I'm using a red orange and a yellow orange, and we're going to see how that works. I think that we'll use the yellow orange for the little tails and the little head fluffs. The little head fluffs. Because, to me, these look like they'd be lighter than the body, and we're going to make the body like a fiery red. This is going to look terrible, probably. I don't know, the inside of the ears are a different color, too. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to look. I never remember the color I use for Vulpix. So it's not like I can write down and look, oh, I use so-and-so color for Vulpix, unless I, go back to one of the previous videos. Okay, so we're going to just do this. And then we have Tails here. Not the character Tails from the Sonic universe, of course. But the actual anatomic feature of Tails. Just the upper part of the tails. Looks good. Okay, so I think we're done with that. Because that was the color that was only for the tails and the little whatever's up on the head fluff. So we're going to see how this looks. Okay, so the ears. I'm probably just going to make the inside of the ears a light black. Okay. Oh, we also need pink. I think the mouth is going to be pink. So we're just going to do this. That's probably not going to show up very well, but okay. It has a little pink mouth. Okay. This book was interesting because it only had Gen 1 Pokemon in it, and I'm okay with that. I think that's probably one of the selling points, or the nostalgia points. It gets nostalgia points for that. So we just do this. Ooh, I don't know if I want to go too dark on this. Wait, why are you slowing down? Wait, okay, there it goes. Had the video freeze there for a second. That was weird. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try and smooth out this color. I don't really like the shading I'm getting here, so we're just going to shade out the colors here. Do a little cross hatching. I don't know how this is going to look. It's not going to be fur texture or anything, but we're just going to do this. There, kind of just like that. I don't know. It still looks kind of blotchy to me. I don't know. I don't know how to fix that. Okay, now we have black. I think it has a black nose. It looks like it has a black nose. So we're not going to make the nose full black. We're just going to go like gray on it, kind of like that. The eyes, I think, I'm going to make them kind of like Sandshrew eyes, you know. Because Sandshrew kind of has these eyes like this. And then we're going to go just like that. Actually, I'd probably want a little bit dark on the ear fluff, but we're just going to do this. Just like that. Okay. While we're here, there is a Pokeball up here. I think... Okay, I know there's a reference to the Pokeballs on this book. The cover of this book. Here, I'll show it. We'll move the colored pencils. And I just need to figure out what Pokeball this is. It is a Great Ball. So for this, we're going to need light blue. Well, we're going to need blue and red. We already have red, so we're going to need blue. Let me just double check. And black. We already have black. Wait. Yeah. The band around the middle is black. Okay. Good. I'll remember that. Probably not. Okay, so we're going to go back up here. I want to do everything up here at the top so I can move the cardboard down. So up next, I'm going to pause. I'm going to get the colors out I need for that Pokeball, and we'll be back. So, yeah. Pokeball, right there. Okay, we have the blue right here. I'm using a sky blue, so we'll see how that looks. We're going to go sky blue. Actually, I think I'll do black first, because we'll do the band around the middle first. And we'll just touch the paper here barely, and then do this, and then we do the little centerpiece, the little clasp. Okay, and we're gonna put the black back up there. We'll do red next. Just like this. So, am I doing this right? I think that it's like this. So I don't remember. I accidentally closed down the program, so thankfully the video is saved, but I'm going to have to splice it together, which is fine. I was going to have to run this through Bandicut anyways, so having to join it is just not necessarily even an added step, it's just... So we'll just do that. Well, we can add a little bit more color. Okay, so... Also, then we have this one. I think we're going to start with a Premier Ball. So, for Premier Ball, we just go around the middle, just like so. We go around the middle, just like so. The little clasp, and then that is a Premier Ball. This is going to be a normal Pokeball. So we're just going to do the clasp around the middle first, of course. So we're just going to just get the Pokeballs out of the way now. Save us the trouble later. Just like that. And then we just that way we can basically get our lines a little bit, because since the black is there, it's not going to show any mistakes. So anyways, that is 3 of the 7 Pokeballs done. I guess we'll make this a Pokeball. Just like so. Oh, black first. Black first. We'll just... and then go around, and then just like that. Okay. Just like this. Okay. That is an Ultra Ball. Yellow and black. But I'm going to have to look up a reference just to make sure. So let's move the colored pencils again. Okay, right here. So the clasp is still black, and then we have yellow and black. So the U thing is, the reverse U is yellow. Okay, good, good, good. I said that aloud so that it would actually register in my brain. Okay, so here we go. I need the yellow. Okay, I'm going to use this yellow. This yellow is perfectly fine. And we need black. All we need are black and yellow for this one. So we're going to do black first. That way we can color outside the lines if we have to. Oh, wait. We will, white kind of sometimes lags a little bit. Then we just go like this. There we go. And now, just like this. Just like that and that. Okay, so now yellow. Just like that. Yellow. Ultra Ball. Okay, where are the other ones? Okay, I see the other ones are Great Balls. Red. Oh, we're going to need black also, aren't we? Okay, we'll do the... Let's go ahead. Okay, this should be fine. We're going to do this one next. Just going to go around the middle. Just like... we'll hold this down. And then we're going to go... and then around, and then like so. Just like that. I think there's only 2 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so there's only 2 left. And there. Now, red. I was going to do blue next, but I feel better doing the red first. Just like this. Just like that. And just like this. Good. Good news is that I've got next week's video already done. It's been uploaded on the channel for months. I don't even know when I uploaded it. But I was kind of eager to try out the crayons, and I'm like, okay. So, this is episode 68, and ironically, that was episode 69. Funny number, I know, but that's just the way it worked out. Wasn't even sure I counted right, because I wasn't very far along in this book. So yeah, that video is already done. Once I do this one, then I'll get a week off. Okay, Diglett. We need brown. We already have pink, so I got pink. We use black, aka gray, for the rocks. And black for the eyes. Yeah. I just need to dig out a brown color for Diglett. Okay, so we have black. So I think what we'll do is we're barely going to touch the paper here. We're just going to go kind of around, because I like the contours that are there already. So we're just basically going to add to those. Just add a little disruption here and there. Kind of like this. Okay, that was a little bit too dark, but that's fine. We're just going to go around just like this. Just like that. And it's even digging outside of the barriers of the picture, which is delightful. Okay, and just like that. Okay, I think we're done with the black. Let's see. Pink. We need pink for the nose. It isn't a shiny Diglett. It doesn't have a blue nose. I think shiny Diglett has a blue nose. Or maybe I'm thinking of Girafarig. And, because I know a Girafarig has a blue nose. I still haven't caught a shiny Girafarig. Which is ever so troubling. Because I like blue nose. I mean, seriously. I mean, even in Pokemon Go, I haven't caught a shiny Girafarig. And I've tried. It just never shows up. It's one of those shinies that's like elusive. Okay, just like that. Meowth. We can use our gold colored pencil. I see it right there. Let's see. We already have the pink. Let's see. L, M. That's N. Mesprit. M-E-O. Meowth. Okay. Sand color. So we need black and sand again. Black sand. Black sand, we need gold and pink. Black sand, gold, and pink. I'll have to dig out the gold-colored pencil. Okay. Black, sand, gold, and pink. Okay. Oh, also we need red. Okay. The inside of the mouth is red. Just right here back behind the tongue. Why it's not working? Oh, there it goes. Just like that. Okay. Pink. I don't know what color the paw pads are. This one shows paw pads. Probably pink. They're either pink or brown. So we're going to make the toes pink. Just like that. Oh. Pink doesn't really show up very well, does it? I'm going to have to really dig in for it to show up. It's showing up for me, but making it show up on camera, yeah, that's difficult. Okay, so, okay. Gold. Have this finely sharpened gold-colored pencil for the little poke coin here. Black, the ears, okay. Inside the ears are brown, okay. Oh, I'm going to need brown. Light brown, there we go. Like that. The eyes, I'm just going to do this. Barely touch them. And the toes. Toes are brown. Okay, so over the inside of the ears. So the inside of the ears are this brown color here. Maybe not this exact shade of brown, but okay. And now we just have sand for the rest of this. It's not going to show up very well, but I'll know it's there. It's hard for this color to show up, and you really have to push hard for it to show up, just because it's such a light color. But you can kind of see the distortions on the video. So, yeah, and we're going to just go around everything with this, well, it's the sand color. I really like the sand color, even if it doesn't show up very well. Okay, so now that leaves Eevee and Pikachu. Now, Pikachu has a really easy color palette. Very easy, in fact. Pikachu is 3 colors. Well, 4 colors. This one's 4 colors. And it's these 4 colors right here. Black, pink, red, and yellow. When Pikachu has his mouth open, then it is pink. So, I'm not even going to look up a reference picture for this because Pikachu is like one of the most iconic Pokemon, so I don't even need a reference. Tongue is going to be salmon colored. That's basically our go-to pink this video. I think the inside of the mouth is red. So are the little cheek pouches. Remember that much. Here we go. And just do this. And black. The ear tips. Just like so. Just like so. Oh. Yeah, in the eyes. That's it. And then the rest is yellow. There we go. And we have yellow. I'm going to need to sharpen this pencil probably. This is... Well, it's looking to be okay, but it's not very sharp, and I can't really control it. So we're going to sharpen this pencil. This is hugely better. Hugely, hugely better, because as you can see, it's sharper, and so I have more control over where the color goes, and it's a lot smoother. Plus, I can spread the colors better, so we're going to just do that. And then we go like this, and then we just this is kind of a brown color, I think, if I remember right. There's a little bit of a brown color here, so we're just going to just like do that. If you look at the official artwork, it is kind of brown, kind of like where the yeah. And then we just go here, bottoms of the feet. There you go. Eevee. We should be close. Okay, let's see, Meowth. Let's go back and find a reference for Eevee. Let's see, Eevee. EX, nope. EEL. Oh, Eevee, here it is. Along with all the evolutions. Okay. We need black, we need brown, we need sand. Yeah, black, brown, and sand. There you go. Black, the inside of the ears. Okay. We have a full Eevee here, not a portrait or anything, so... And then just go along the edge here. Just like that. The eyes also. I think that's all the black, though. The rest are just earth tones and browns and sand and stuff. There you go. Just like that. Okay. Okay. See how smoothly I can do this color. Something I don't like about this. I'm going to have to sharpen this colored pencil. Okay, so this looks a lot darker than it is. It's actually a light brown. But this is way better. Okay. Just going to go along the top. We're going to go a little bit darker around the ears here. because it's a little bit darker around the ears in the picture. So, kind of like that. And we go around darker around the ears here. Okay. And then we'll just, oh, we also need red and pink apparently. This Eevee has its mouth open. The reference picture had the Eevee had its mouth closed. So we'll just have to adjust accordingly. We have salmon right here for the tongue. Just like this. It's not showing up very well, but it's there. And we have a little red here for the... They always do a little red in the mouth. Okay. And we'll just do this. The feet. Okay. And the toes. Nice. Feet and toes. Nice. There we go. And we have the sand color here. I really like the sand color even if it doesn't show up very well. What might make it show up better is if I sharpened it. So let's do that. Okay, so I sharpened it. So now let's go ahead and see if that helps. Yeah, it's showing up a lot better now. And I can color a lot faster. I'm going to get out of the lines a little bit, but that's just because this color is light enough it's not going to affect anything around it. There we go. Just like that. Okay, so we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Pokemon left, but this shouldn't take too long. Snorlax. I will look up a quick reference for Snorlax. I know Snorlax is easy. That's all I remember. I know most of the colors. Okay, I have to remember my alphabet. Snivy, Snom, Snorlax. I think last time I used black. So I probably will again. We'll use a light black and the sand color. Yeah, that should be plenty. So, yeah. So basically, we just kind of like this. I know Snorlax is kind of more blue, but let's do this. Kind of like this. Then we'll go. Okay, the page is kind of moving, which is we'll have to hold it down. Do a few little lines here, kind of like this. Okay, there we go. And we have this color here. We're going to use the sand color. Kind of like this. Mainly as highlights. Kind of just like that. Okay, Jigglypuff. Let me see. J, K, L, H. Okay, well, we need to go further. J, Jumpluff. Jangmo-o, Jellicent. Okay, it's on this page then. Blue Eyes. Okay, Blue Eyes. Okay, and black. So we need black, blue, pink. We're going to use salmon. And good. I think this should be good. Using as few colors as possible, apparently. But, see, this is always weird because this picture has, like, rings around the eye. And so the reference picture I'm using doesn't have rings around the eye. So I'm kind of confused by that, but okay. Anyways, maybe it's like an old design or something. But the eyes are blue, unless it's shiny, in which case the eyes are green. And just like this. Black for the ear, the inside of the ears. Just like this. Black inside the ears, like so. And pink. Or in this case, salmon. Which is kind of pink. I don't know. Make sure the cardboard is as far over as we'll go. And I could probably move the cardboard down now. But actually, I probably wouldn't even need to move the cardboard, because the cardboard currently is just like about right here. So the cardboard is basically fine wherever it was. But I'm kind of glad I got the Pokeballs out of the way when I did. It's the smaller details that can be the most nerve-wracking. So we got the Pokeballs out of the way. And that's going to save time in the long run. Which is really cool. So, I'm going to leave the white rings around the eyes. I don't understand what to do with those, actually, because I haven't actually seen a reference picture where Jigglypuff actually has white rings around the eyes. So I don't know what they were going for there. Or if it's like an old design or something. Which it could be. Just like that. Growlithe. That leaves Growlithe, Bellsprout. Let's see. I see Golurk. So that means I need to move forward. There's Hitmonlee. I need to go back. Gulpin, Growlithe. Light orange, sand, and black. Not black. Well, yeah, we need black for the eyes. Okay. Because there are no stripes on it. Because we're only seeing the head. So, light orange, sand, and black. Okay. So these three colors. It's getting hot in here. I need to turn on the fan. I have the AC running, but it's not circulating very well. Okay. It's been like 100 degrees outside the past few days, so... oh, the inside of the ears are also kind of... We'll use tan. Just like this. Because on the reference picture, it's showing them as being like brown. So we'll do that. Oh yeah, I like this orange. Okay, so we do this. Okay. So the mouth is the same color as the sand color. So we're not going to mess with that. The nose is black. Okay, we have the black out. So we'll do that. Okay. Just like that. Okay, the tail is also that color. That's what that is right there. That's part of the tail. So we'll just go over it in this sand color. And a little head fluff is also that color. And black for the nose. And the eye, okay, just like this. Just like that. Okay, that leaves Bellsprout. I think I remember what Bellsprout looks like. Let's see. Behem, Beldum, Bellsprout. Okay. Yellow, pink, green, and brown. Yellow, pink, we need a green, and brown. So I'll just have to dig out a green colored pencil. I'm surprised we haven't needed green yet. So we have the colors here. Yellow, green, maybe black too. There. So these four colors will be for Bellsprout. Yellow, the head is yellow. So we'll do that. Kind of using a mixture of the viewfinder and looking past my phone. Not the best idea in the world, probably. Okay. I'm going to do the eyes first, because we're barely going to touch them. Just like that. And now, yeah, that looks fine. And then now we can do this. We can be a little bit more liberal with the yellow. Now, the pink, the thing is with Bellsprout is there's not much... Oh. Okay. It's a lot of colors, but not much variety, I would say. I mean, not very large areas to color. I'm using kind of a yellowish green on this leaf, which kind of fits the reference picture. It's not using a vibrant green, it's using kind of a yellowish green. Okay, and then the body itself is just a thin brown tube-like thing, root, I should say. Just like this. Okay. Squirtle. Okay, let's see. Oricorio, Squirtle, Surfetched, IJKLNOPQ, okay. P, Sprigatito, Stantler, okay. Squirtle, here we go. Okay, committing that to memory. Squirtle, we have blue, sand, light brown, eyes are black, well, with other shades too. That should do it, I think. So these 4 colors. Sand first. Okay, so we have a full Squirtle here. The tails are blue. The shell is okay. Okay, I see. So we're going to use the sand color here that I like so much, and the underside of the shell, the forward part, is this color right here. And even this part right here. It's kind of a shadow in the original thing, but it's definitely this color. Yeah. Also, this part of the shell too is this sand color. So I'm going to adjust the cardboard, just to be safe. For safety, we need to adjust the cardboard. Yeah, just like this. Yeah. There. Okay. I think that's all we need this color for. I can always pick it up if I need it again. The light brown is just for the shell, so let's, we don't really see much of the shell. We see it right here. And I think this is a different color. Oh, sorry. I think this is a different color right here. It looks like that might be white. Because the border of the shell here is white. So let's see. Okay, this is a multi-textured eye. So we're going to do this first. And we're going to use a little red. Just to add a little variety. So we have red right here. Kind of like that. Blue and black. Okay, we already did black, so we can put that away. Blue. So we're using sky blue. And all the rest of Squirtle is this sky blue. Except for that. I think that is like white. The white part of the shell. Oh, we need pink. Oh, sorry. I need to move the book up apparently because I'm inclined to push the camera up. And then I miss everything. It's just me being a dingus. Okay. And we'll just do this. Need pink. There we go. Wait a minute. Oh, that's part of the arm. There you go. Bulbasaur. Yeah. We're gonna need lots of shades of green for Bulbasaur, probably. Behem, okay. Celesteela, okay. So I just need to go back. Calyrex. Bulbasaur. Well, I see Breloom, Brute Bonnet, Bruxish, Bulbasaur. Okay, so we definitely need red, pink, pink and red, green, darker green, and we'll use light blue. I know the colors won't be exact, but we'll use these 4 colors. Yeah, we'll use these 4 colors. I'm going to scooch back a little bit. Okay. Foot's falling asleep because I was sitting Indian style the whole time. So anyways, we're going to use dark green on the little splotches here. So we're going to push really hard here so we get the really hard-edged colors. Really going to get that color to pop. We're going to just do that. Just like that. You can get several different shades out of just one colored pencil. Just by pushing on how hard you push and the saturation of the color. If the color isn't saturated enough, you can just push really hard and get more saturation. The bulb is kind of a medium color, I would say, but we're just going to press regularly because that's what this color is for. We have a different color for the body. It's kind of a frog, so we're going to go blue. I think I did that last time too. And we're going to be careful here of Charmander. There we go. Be mindful. There we go. Just like that. Also, this is one of those spots that's a dark, dark green. And as is this. And this. Okay. I do remember, like, from the old, Pokemon, what was it called? It was the one, Pokemon Coliseum, I think. Yeah. It always showed Venusaur as having, these really, really red eyes. To the point it looked stoned. Pink. I'm going to need the red again, apparently, which is fine. We're going to push extra hard here so we can actually see the pink of the tongue. Frogs do have enormous tongues. They can, like, swallow things whole. Anything that's not, like, bigger than they are, they'll basically eat. Certain species of frogs, anyways. And so we're just going to, we're going to go light on this. I'm going to barely touch the paper here, because I don't want it to be too close to Squirtle's color. So we're just going to basically barely touch it. So we're just dusting it with color. This is going to be like a baby powder blue. Like I say, you can basically use the same colored pencil and get like 5 different colors depending on the saturation you want. So we can just basically do this. Which is not going to be like Bulbasaur's regular color. We're going to just make this a baby powder blue Bulbasaur. Which is kind of, I don't know. It's probably going to turn out very well, but we'll see. Again, this is not going to really, I'm going to just put a little more effort down here. There we go. And then we have this. we're going to do a little bit of a harder color here. Kind of like that. That just leaves Charmander. Dartrix, Comfey, I think, okay, H comes before O. L, Chansey, Charizard, 2 pages dedicated to Charizard. Charmander, okay, so we need light orange. Sand. We'll say red and yellow. I always use red and yellow on the flame instead of orange and yellow, because I have more nostalgia for that. And blue for the eyes. I think that we have all the colors we need right here. These 6 colors. Okay. So, we'll start with the black. I'm going to actually move the colored pencils here, and I'm going to use the box to hold the page down. That way I don't have to fight the page so much. I'm in a mortal combat struggle with the page itself. Let's see, we can do that. That should be just the right amount of black. Do I need any black for anything else? I do not, so I can put the black over there. Blue, we're going to use blue for the eyes. Kind of like so. I kind of like to think of it like kind of blue flames, you know? It shows up decent, I guess. I'm going to do a little bit darker, though, so it shows up better. Just like that. Okay, red. We're going to carefully dodge the fang here. Just like that. Pink. Actually, we needed 7 colors for this one instead of 6 because we need pink for the tongue. Okay. Okay, that just leaves yellow. Oh wait, we still need the red. Okay. Yellow is the middle part of the flame, it looks like. So we'll do that. Good. And for this, and this. And instead of using orange, we'll be using red. Just because that's nostalgic for me, to use red in the flames as opposed to orange. There we go. So that just leaves a light orange. Also the bottoms of the feet. I should know this. Yeah. Because on the plush, the bottoms of the feet are the same as the belly. I think. I'll just have to double check that, but just like that. Foot pads are, I think, the same as it's going to be the sand color, the same color as the belly. And the under part of the tail. Okay. Okay. Just like that. Just like that. Okay. I'm going to finish the rest of it, but I'm going to put in the sand color now. So we'll do this. Just like that. And that. Okay. Now we just need... I see that I missed something earlier, and we'll go back and fix that. Good thing is that when we see mistakes, we can go back and fix them. And there we go. Now, what I saw was right here. This should be this light blue, because this is part of Bulbasaur. Just like that. There we go. Okay, we used quite a few colors on this one. But I think we're done. Nope, we're not done. Okay. Okay. Let's just use red. In fact, I'll sharpen this red colored pencil. We have words to do. So, I think I'll just make these red, you know, because the Pokemon logo is red, you know, Pokeballs are red, so we'll just say red. We're going to go like a little bit of a light red maybe, or something like that. Because these are already like 3D with all the black shadow underneath, so we're just going to basically do this. We're not going to really focus on making every single thing red. We're just going to there we go. Okay, so we'll put the colored pencils back there. We're going to take out the cardboard. We're done. I think this entire book is done. Just for old time's sake, I guess we could go back through every single picture. We could basically go through the entire journey, actually. Let me go get the folder, and we're going to start from the very beginning. I don't know if it's the very beginning. I don't remember the sequence I did these pictures, but we might as well get them out, right? Let's see. I've got a big old stack of them. I think they're sequential, but I'm not sure. I can't really guarantee that. But I remember when we started with this one. This was the very first one we did. And I even used silver on the Aerodactyl. So as you can see, when you hold it to the light, it sparkles. The same thing with Scyther's blades. This one I kind of messed up on. I didn't get the colors quite right. But I still kind of like how that one turned out. That was the second one, I think. We have Gyarados here. I never did bother coloring the Magikarp, though. But Gyarados is like the star here, and I could always go back and color the Magikarp someday. This one, I got the colors wrong again. I realized that. But it was the third picture. So, yeah. Well, then we did Dragonite right here, and I did little edges to like indicate that it was like night, but anyways, that's okay. We have Lucario here. I know up to the library I did a shiny version of this. There's that. We have the Ghastly line and some Zubats. Tentacruel. Elekid line. Well, Electabuzz and Electivire. I don't think Elekid is there. Okay. We have Scyther here. Again, I went silver on the blades. Here is Blastoise. I tried to actually do a bunch of highlights there and shading on that one. This was supposed to be Toxtricity low-key, but I colored it like Toxtricity amped, so I really messed up on that picture. I'm pretty sure I'll probably get a chance to fix it sometime, because I'm pretty sure that in the coloring book I have, there's this exact picture. We have Arcanine here. We have Tyranitar here. We have Scizor here. Did I make this? No, I didn't make this one shiny. I think it's red by default. Shiny is green, I think. But I like how that turned out, because I also use silver on the... it's a metallic Pokemon, so I use silver on the wings, as you can see. Here's Metagross. I use silver on it as well. I tried to do like a sketch look for it, you know, for metal texturing. I don't know how it turned out, though. But I also think I used silver on that. I really went overboard with the silver, probably. in Mewtwo, and it has Mewtwo's iconic quote I see now that the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It is not what you do, it is what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are. So yeah, this one I remember didn't take very long, but it turned out really cool. Okay, we have Aerodactyl here. Again, I think I used silver on this, but I tried to do more of the shading techniques. This is the Bulbasaur line. Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur. We have Lycanroc here, and I tried to actually shade the fur. That's why it's kind of sketch. I use sketch on like the mane and the tail and the legs, kind of to indicate or emulate hair texture. This is the Bellsprout line. Here's Greninja. This one didn't take too long. Turned out really nice, I think. We have Kangaskhan. I also tried to shade that one. We have the Aperline. We have this. This was the image that was on the cover of the pack. I still have that. I'll find it real quick. All right. Where is it? I know it's in here. Oh, here it is. See, these all came in this little pack here, this Crayola pack, and this was the cover picture. So we had it right here, kind of as a reference. But also, it came with this poster that was fully colored. And so this was also a reference that I used quite a bit. Poster that came with it. Put that to the side, put that back in my art box. My art box is a pizza box, basically. That. We have this. This is all the evolutions. This one was fun. It turned out okay, I guess. We have this one. This one has Weasel on it. And this was the last one, right here. At least of that pack. And then we started this book. I could show the art box real quick. Ugh, it's kind of collapsed now. It's just a pizza box. And it folds up like so. I've got lots of colored pencils in here, but they're not Crayola. I kind of wanted to do a gimmick where I only use Crayola colored pencils, but I got lots of colored pencils. See, you just fold it up and then it's firm and solid. So I use it for my art supplies. And plus it didn't get all icky or anything, so that was nice. Okay, so now, the very first one we did was this one. This was the first one. Then this one. And all these videos are on the channel, by the way. If you're interested in any of these, they're all in the playlist. There's Mewtwo. Then Pikachus. Lots of Pikachus. That one was fun. That one didn't take very long. The Gen 1 Evolutions with Eevee. There's Vulpix and Ninetales. The starters. Again, this is a Gen 1 book, basically. This is all the Gen 1 fire types. And mainly this was why I got the book, because it actually had a picture of Ponyta here, and I think Rapidash. Yeah, Rapidash is there too. But, yeah. This is Gengar. Picture of Gengar. That one didn't take very long. Teamwork. This is Blastoise. Now, later in future episodes, I did the outlines different. This one I tried to do something special, and it just didn't work at all. I really hate how this turned out. I don't like this. I hate how it turned out. I like the way that I did it later, because it looks a lot better the way I did it later. But I learned from that mistake. Snorlax with a bunch of berries, and I tried to be accurate with the berries. This is the legendary birds. This is Graveler, Golem, Graveler, Geodude. Golem, Geodude, and Graveler. This is just them. This one didn't take too long. The Pokeballs are fun. And this is Jigglypuff. Golduck and Psyduck. This is all the bug types from Gen 1. Now this is why I mean. See, I did it differently so that the layers each had like a color, and it turned out a lot better. I wish I could go back and fix the Blastoise picture, but I don't know how to do that. Okay, this is all the dragon types in Gen 1, not counting the Megas. Mega Charizard, and I think there's like another one. But anyways, there's Mew. This one didn't take too long. It's just the words took a while. This one, oh wow, yeah, Pikachu with all of those. Yeah. Go Meowth, use Fury Swipes. And then we have Meowth being the star of the show. We have Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise. Then we of Gotta Catch 'Em All. This actually had Sandshrew, which is cool. I don't know if Sandslash was here. Kind of sad for the lack of Sandslash, stuff. Anyways, this one had 6 layers. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as you can see, it turned out really nice when I, learned to do the layering like that better. And the same thing with here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. And so yeah, that turned out okay. This is all the grass types from Gen 1. All charged up. Okay, this one didn't take too long. This is poison types. Not all the poison types, just coughing and wheezing. We have Clefable and Clefairy. This is Pokemon. It has all the different Pokemon, including Tauros. There it is, Tauros. But yeah, I don't think this actually had Sandslash in it at all, but did have Sandshrew at least once. This one I tried to do like little irregularities in the goo. I don't know how that turned out. It was fun though. This is all the normal type Pokemon. This is Venusaur, and again I did the layering thing. 1, 2, there were 4 layers. The Pikachu, I Choose You, and doing all the Pikas, eventually I just went over them with colored pencil. Didn't even bother, I just colored over them with the colored pencil, but just because doing each letter would have driven me insane. Tentacool and Tentacruel. And then we have all the fighting types here, except minus Mankey. They didn't put Mankey in. And then this was the one we just did. So, yeah. We did all that with our box of colored pencils, which is here somewhere. Here they are. But yeah, now I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I might as well, okay. This is going to be the book for next week. Give you a sneak peek. There it is. That's next week's picture. It's already done. So anyways, that is going to do it for this video, though. If you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe. Ring the bell so you know I upload. Also, if you want to support me in any way, or if you want to join the Discord server, all that information will be in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone. You are loved, and have a great day.